What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the basics of marching at Air Force Basic Military Training. Now before we get into this video, let's start off with some of the basics. My name is Michael Inman and I'm an airman in the United States Air Force. And I upload a video every Monday. So if you like military content and or Air Force content, definitely hit the red subscribe button and make sure that you click the notification bell to on so you know when I upload a brand new video. Without further ado, let's get to it. So, we're going to cover 11 of the basic movements for the United States Air Force. In simple terms, the 11 most simple and common steps of marching in the United States Air Force. Now, once you get to basic training, they're going to teach you a couple more difficult movements and also how to be in unison with the people to your left and in front of you. First, let's start off with attention. For attention, remember to bring everything tightened together. But if you're ever standing at attention for a long time, do not lock your knees in, which is just to pop them back and stand stiff, because it's actually going to cut off a little bit of circulation to your lower extremities, aka your lower leg, and you might faint. So do not pop your knees back when you're at attention for too long. Make sure they have just a slight bend in them, even when you're at attention, and that will save you the hassle of fainting in front of everyone. Attention! 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 Next, let's discuss parade rest. Parade rest is the second most formal marching command provided to us. And when you're in parade rest, try not to move. If you have an itch, you can itch it, but try not to itch it, if that makes sense. This is what it looks like. Parade Hace. Parade Hace. Parade rest. Parade rest. Now, let's do at ease. At ease looks very similar to parade rest, but you definitely can itch. Also, you'll be told to go at ease when, let's say, your MTI has to go talk to another MTI and he doesn't need you to be at attention nor parade rest. So really, you're able to start talking to your peers, but the default position of your body should mimic parade rest, except it's more informal and you are able to let loose just a bit. So if you have to itch or stretch, it's okay. At ease. At ease. Next is forward march. And as it sounds, it's how your MTI will tell your flight to start marching. For forward Harch, you begin with your left foot. So forward Harch, 1, 2. With that will be your left foot hitting the 1. So when you hear your MTI say forward Harch, left foot, that's how that will go. Forward Harch, forward Harch, forward march, forward march, forward Harch. As you expect, now we need to discuss how does your MTI get your flight to stop marching? In that moment, they will say flight halt. And sometimes it'll sound more like flight halt, but you'll understand soon enough that that's him saying the flight should stop marching. The flight halt will be called on your right foot. Flight halt, flight halt, flight halt, 1, 2, flight halt, 1, 2. The next move is called the side step. Now it looks a little funny and you might ask yourself, in what circumstances is your MTI going to command you to do a side step? Usually it's to get the flight to a precise area so that when you start marching, you're either going to hit a certain sidewalk or maybe you'll be parallel to another flight with enough distance between the two flights, And hence, instead of saying at ease and you all creating a flight slightly to your left, this is how he moves the flight slightly to the left via a sidestep command. Left sidestep. Harch. 1, 2, 1, 2. Left sidestep. Harch. 1, 2. Left sidestep. Harch. Right sidestep. Harch. Right sidestep. Harch. Right sidestep. Harch. Now it's time to teach you the left hace, or left face. The way the MTI yells, sometimes the word won't quite be what you think, because by pronouncing a word differently, they're able to throw the sound out in a more commanding or authoritative way. So instead of left face, which means face your left, it will actually be left hace. Left hace. Left hace. Left hace. Left hace. As one would expect, now we're going to talk about right hace. And it's very similar, but you just use the other foot to start the motion or to get your body to turn the other direction. Right hace. Right hace. Right hace. Right hace. The move we're now about to teach you is called about hace, and that's where you go all the way around. You do a 180-degree turn from one point of pivot, meaning you're not really moving, you're just spinning in a circle to now face the opposite direction. About hace. About hace. About hace. About hace. When you're doing your left face, right face, or about face, is you will have to get used to individually knowing where to put your foot so that you do exactly a quarter turn or the full 180-degree turn. And so when you see me do it, understand that it did take some practice knowing exactly how far to put my foot back if I knew I wanted to not only do a 180-degree turn to face the opposite direction, but also when I stopped spinning, I needed my feet to actually be like this. Nextly, would you really be in the military if I didn't teach you how to salute? But interestingly enough, the command to make a flight salute is not salute, it's present arms. Or when your MTI is yelling it, it may sound like present arms, present arms, present arms. Now it's time to discuss how to bring your arm down from the salute. And that will be done when your MTI yells, order arms, order arms, order arms. When you are doing present arms, order arms, is you want to bring your hand up past your belly button, up center of your body. Think of the middle finger needs to be following a line up through the center of your body and either ending up right at the brim of your cover or hat. But if you're not wearing a hat for some reason, it needs to go right to your right eyebrow's edge. So through the center of the body to the brim of a hat, let's say I'm wearing a hat hypothetically, or to the brim of to the edge of my right eyebrow. And similar, when you bring your salute down, you want it to follow the center of your body until your hand is at the side of your right thigh. And that is actually everything, everyone. I do hope you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. These are the 11 basic steps of marching during Air Force basic military training, but also for just marching when you're in the United States Air Force. Feel free to replay it as you wish to get them down. But again, when you get to basic military training, your MTI will teach you these and more. And you are going to have a little bit of wiggle room, or there's going to be a slight learning curve when you get to your flight of 50 to 60 people, because trying to do these moves and other moves while staying behind the person in front of you and in line with the people to your left can be tricky, but you got it. So again, if you enjoyed the video, definitely hit the subscribe button. I'm so happy to see so many new friends each and every day. It is very exciting, and I'm so glad that we're kind of going through this together. And if you want to ask any questions, of course, drop them in the comment section and leave a like if you're feeling kind. Until next week, have a great rest of your week. See you later.